got to feel in heaven when my lover's near. Lord, let this moment last for another year. Though today has ended, the night's still young, I'd say. Lover, don't go away. Let it be the thing that I am longing for. Let's fly out from Manhattan to the California shore, just to watch the ships at night on the San Francisco Bay. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Don't say you have to go. Don't say you need to run. I'll stop the clock on Central Station and we can have a drink downtown. Let it be the night that I am longing for. Let's fly down south to Austin or to Ecuador, just to drink pina colada on a hot, wet summer's day. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Yeah!
Hi, everybody. Hey, how are you? Let us know what's going on. Hopefully this is making sound. I'm just checking. Is the sound working? I think we're good. Hi, I'm gonna check. Hey, everybody.
Happy Thursday!
Welcome to Sang Cassette. I'm the Divine Daddy D.
I am Elle Diabloe.
And this is our 6th episode of Sang Cassette.
Déjà. Comment ça se peut?
So, hey, everybody. Say hi if you showed up right now. If you haven't known, we've got our chat. We are now expanded our viewership or our broadcast. We're now broadcasting not only on Facebook, we're broadcasting on YouTube Live. We're also broadcasting over on our Twitch channel.
I don't even know.
So if you want a chance to see this, there's all kinds of different places now you can come and see this. Thank you everybody for showing up here. It's a sound is fine, apparently.
Sound is fine?
Sound is fine.
Yeah.
If you haven't been here before,
welcome to our kitchen.
Welcome to our kitchen. Sang Cassette is every week we take a theme, we make a snack, make a cocktail, 5, and we share a chat.
Other stuff.
All kinds of stuff. Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun doing this. Just getting more and more.
More and more better and better.
More and more better. More better and more better.
Do and improve. Now with more better.
Yeah, if you don't know us, we are both a dancer and a host. But I am as well, except for
You could have described that, explained that in
much,
such a clearer
much
fashion.
better way.
Yeah.
That was
Take
a
from it
terrible
what
way
you
of
will.
doing it. But
And we're sober.
this is what we're doing. Like I said, so we're just seeing what's going on. This week's episode, what are we doing?
We're doing a luxury Lunchables.
Luxury.
Whatever that means.
What does that mean? What's a luxury Lunchable?
All fairness, it was a very.
Yes.
If I were to think luxury, but I don't.
No. What is the luxurious thing you like? Go for a luxury lunch. The luxury.
Back in the day,
The cocktails.
I don't know. No, not a grilled sandwich and tomato.
So you decided to instead answer the question. Go with the
Yeah.
example.
I don't know, a nice salad because I don't like steak or in the middle of the you?
For a good high-end lunch, I like to go with a very good steak. Very rare. Not a big one, but just perfect. It's a good fillet. You like fillet? Lunch is a good French.
A fillet is a good lunch.
I don't even know what.
I don't even know what it means either.
No, I think a fillet is a good lunch steak, where I'd rather have something fatty for you. So, New York strip or.
Yeah, if I did a
That's why I think a strip is nice. Yeah, or go to like bison.
appetit,
Well.
elk.
So today is all about our lunch. I'll be handling cocktails.
I'll also be handling.
And we'll be handling some chicken marinade. So we're going to start today. Today is what we're offering today. Amazing cocktail with actually a little bit on my own. Found a cocktail, good sound, but I found it was too sweet. So I decided.
Yeah, modified.
Yeah, modified, a little more lunch friendly. So based on the concept that most cocktails really are just a small derivation of another cocktail, this is my invention. Like the bloody good cocktail. Because blood oranges are in season and tasty and they look really good.
Having a grilled Caesar salad with chicken, and you, why are you?
But it's not.
But alas, no, supplies. You're going to be using a grill pan side if barbecue side.
Very good.
We're going to grill our romaine. We are also going to with it. Fishy.
Yeah.
A bit more
It tastes really good. There's something so really good about like
char on the romaine.
Why did you say it like
I
that?
don't
Is that your
know.
fancy voice?
My fun was.
So,
And grilling
mine
lettuce
is this. Fancy! I'm fancy!
sounds really
Yeah.
fancy.
Super fancy! Also this week, and along with all of the wonderful food and cocktails and conversation, we have yet again one more sexy woman for 1 minute. This may be my favorite one.
Ooh.
It's my favorite one. Not only is I think she's sexiest of all the sexy we've been doing,
But this is
I don't want to tip the bit.
This one's super doing it for you.
This is super doing it. Shall we go over here and check out what people are
Check
saying?
out the people.
Let's go say hi to the people. Hi, people.
Hello, people.
How are you? Let's see. Who do we got? Oh, we got a bunch of people here already.
Oh, sound is cutting in and out.
Oh,
Bummer.
the sound is choppy. Really? Let me see what I can do to fix that. I'm so sorry. We're doing playing around with some few things. I thought I had it fixed, but I guess I don't. Let me just fix all of that.
We're all over the internet now.
There we go.
Maybe
No.
it's because we have to split the sound.
Cool. Hopefully this will be fixing it here. I tried something else. That might be fixing it. Let me know if that fixes the sound a little bit better. I just took some stuff off what I was doing.
And he's writing a song for
Don't know
you
why
live
I'm singing it,
right
but
now.
I'm singing
It's happening.
it. Yeah.
Is
So
that better?
is that better? Let us know, anybody, if you
I mean, the consensus is it's choppy around the world. So
it's
at
choppy
least we're
all around
consistent.
the world. So there we are. Hopefully, cancel. That's they won't know because they're about a 30 seconds behind us.
Okay.
Is it?
So in 30 seconds,
better?
let us know.
We're also over here. Let's take a look. Hey, look. Sounds come clear from the chat cam. Okay, so we're fixing it
Cool
over here.
French words. Merci beaucoup.
Yes, so hopefully that's fixed some things. Roxanne Creef is over here on YouTube. Anybody here over in, oh, let me see what we got over here. We got, hey, how are you? We got some views over on Twitch as well. Hey, good people at Twitch. Thank you for letting us into your little world. We're really excited. It's kind of fun. I've never played in Twitch, so I'm very excited to do so. Let me just, while we're doing that, let's see, anybody else? Who we got here? We got Katrina all the way from Australia.
Giddy up.
That's fantastic.
Natasha, hiya, Sylvie,
Fantastic.
Morgan. I feel like
The
Romper Room.
Romper Room. I see Karen.
Misty is here.
Excellent. Well, thank you all for joining us, people. We're going to go back to the other cam and see if that sounds... Why don't you
Yes.
go over there and talk to those
I'm
people?
going to come and talk to the people. Hello, the people. So we're going to test this out and maybe let us know if the sound over here has gotten any better. I'm going to keep talking at you.
Yes,
yeah.
I think anything I've done, just so you guys know why it was a little weird, I've actually added onto here I was trying to do some noise suppression. It was suppressed it so much, apparently we were the noise.
Maybe it was just trying to suppress more.
It's just suppressing our individuality. While we're getting this done, hey everybody, why don't we start? We got to marinate some chicken.
So yeah. And
why don't I do that?
You're on that tonight.
I will take care of that.
Oh,
Grab me the chicken out of the.
I will grab you a chicken.
So we're going to start off with a very, very simple marinade. We're going to marinate a chicken breast. This is a big chicken breast, so it's going to be good enough for 2 people, personally. We're going to make it so that it grills really, really, really fast. All we're going to do to get that is we're going to cut that in half. So the first thing you're going to want to do with your chicken breast is just find it and just give it a nice cut down. And we're cutting, there we are, horizontal. So we get basically 2 equal fillets, like
Here,
so.
I'm going to
You're
fly
gonna fly cam me? So you gotta hit that 4.
I thought I hit the right
Oh
button.
wait, you gotta go on. You gotta make sure it's on that. There we go.
There
now
we
hit
go.
4.
No, now hit 4. 4.
There you go.
No, wrong.
Oh, no, you hit 3. There you go. 3.
Tell me 4.
No, 3 is it. Never mind. Don't look at it. Do the thing. All right. So as you can see,
There we go.
there we are. So as you can see, we have 2 words. I totted this up just before we went on the air. So.
But you're also saying just random numbers at me that weren't.
Well, you know, I was trying to. You were throwing me off because you were saying they were. Anyways. 2 simple, so basically there's 1 chicken breast, we just cut in half, we now have 2.
You made a magic.
So we're going to simply now just give that a marinade, hit 1.
Hit 1.
There you go.
There we go, I can do things.
There we go. So now that we have that done, we are going to create a marinade. The way I like to do this is really simple. If you can grab me a freezer bag.
Yes.
And in that, we are just going to dump our chicken. Like so. Very, very simple.
Would you like some olive oil?
Yep, some olive oil. So in this, we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to, first of all, smash 2 things of garlic. And if you're going to grab the garlic press too, please.
I could do that.
And take those 2 garlic. Give them a smash.
I heard I hate those 2 garlics. Why do you hate them?
These garlic had it in for me from the beginning. These garlic created the coronavirus.
Oh, make rumors.
I thought that's what popular people did now.
What? Popular people make rumors? No.
Oh, wait, sorry. That
Pain
was
in the
Lindsay
ass.
Buckingham makes rumors.
Ah.
So we're going to, there we are. Let me
I
pay
swear
attention to
we're
what I'm doing.
sober. I don't know what's up. There's something weird in the air in this house
We're going to
today.
do that. We're going to
It's
put
going
the
crazy.
garlic right into there. I'm going to take the other one. Out of there. And we'll take the other garlic clove. We're just going to put that right into our bag. Boop. And in that, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil.
I'm just going to put this here for a moment.
And again, with this, I'm not being really super specific. I'm putting some. If you want to be more close to specific measurements, I would say a tablespoon.
Really?
Maybe, yeah, between a half a tablespoon and a tablespoon. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to cut a lemon in half. And we'll take a couple of these seeds out. Not too picky that you cut the seeds out, but and we're just going to give that a squeeze in there. Just get all the juice that we can in there. That's not huge, so I'm going to give you the other half a lemon.
Oh,
You can use
thank
it for
you.
your thing.
I can use it for my thing.
And the final little bit we're, of course, going to put in here while I'm walking away from camera.
What are you putting in there, Dad?
Thank you. Is just a small little glug of some white wine.
Well, is that a technical term?
A glug is officially a measurement, and we're just going to smoosh this all together a little bit. You don't want your breasts to break apart. I think this is good advice
That's
anyway.
probably good. Don't let your breasts break apart. Do you want some salt or pepper in there?
Oh yeah, I'm going to put. Thank you very much. I'm
You're
going to
very
add a
welcome.
little bit of salt and pepper.
I'm going to put the wine back in the fridge.
Sure you are. Sure you are. Anyway, put that wine. What is she doing over there? We're going to add a little bit of. We're going to add a little bit of salt. I'm going to add just a. I always add a little bit more salt than pepper, and just a little bit of fresh ground pepper in there.
Special Cambodian pepper. Thank you, Celeste Oli and Monique.
There we go. You got that. And we're going to give that a nice little mix back up. And once you have that done, seal it up. Get all the air out of that. Seal it up. Like I say, this is really nice. This is for a lunch salad. I think one breast cut in half like this is perfect amount. If you want something light. If you want something that's more of a dinner, you want to go, I would do a full breast per person.
Would you?
Yeah, just the thing I thought I'd say.
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
That is going back in the fridge. Generally, I would want it to marinate for no less than about 45 minutes. If you can do it for a couple hours, and again, with any marinade, the longer you let something marinate, the more of all those flavors it adopts. And there we go. So now that we have that done, huh?
Sorry, I've got such bad chicken salmonella.
I was just getting to it.
I'm a pushy wife. I'm a very pushy wife. Good, I don't have kids. I'd make the men go.
All right. So there we go. Sorry, I was just looking in there. We should be looking over here. So that is the chicken already set to marinate.
I'm going to get rid of this.
So we have a couple options, which I'm going to put to you.
Yes.
Do you want to set your dressing up right away, or would you prefer to have a cocktail?
I think we should, if people are waiting to cocktail with us, this is a long time to wait. So perhaps we should, it's a full some odd minutes.
And we have been getting so many really cool photos of people getting their full cooking set up, their full cocktails going. We've been getting all these weird messages about people who are doing their shopping. We've done some shopping for people when we've gone to get our ingredients. So this is really cool. I love the fact that people are doing this along with us. So I don't think we want to make them wait too long.
I don't think that's fair.
That is not fair at all. Before we do, I just want to head back over to here for a second. There we are. Hey, everybody. So everybody is here. Everybody is doing some nice stuff over there. We got some people over. Oh, look, we got some viewers over in all of these places. Hi, everybody. Thank you all for showing up.
There's so much going on now.
I know. It's very crazy. So there we go. We're going to...
you want to shut that down?
Oh, sure. What do we...
I don't know what we're shutting down, but there's just windows.
Oh, something about that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go make a cocktail. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm a little confused.
Today, it's just
It's a little weird. It's a weird day. It's a weird day.
Anybody else having a weird day
This
today?
is what? How many weeks of... Many weeks? I think it's been 12 years.
A slave? No.
No.
Different movie?
Let's move on to cocktails. Let's switch over here.
No, but for real, I don't even know. I lost day 40, Captain's Log, day 40, something.
Yeah, and it's a bit weird. Ladies and gentlemen, the drink we're going to make is something, I was so happy blood oranges were in season, so I decided I really wanted to do a blood orange cocktail. This is fresh blood orange juice. And not only is if you've ever had it, it's not that far off from any regular orange, but it's I find them a little tartar, a little more sour, and but they have this beautiful red hue. Depending on how red the outside is. Now you can see with this one. Here, let me grab the fly cam.
I can fly cam. I will hit number 3.
There you go, fly cam. There we are.
Yeah.
So if you could, let's go over here.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why you're
So you
pointing
can
to me.
see here with that orange, they will have sort of this red modeling on them. The redder you see the outside, often the redder, sometimes even black it looks like the inside. So I saved this one here specifically for some garnish of the drink later on. Specifically for some garnish, but that is a blood orange if you're not familiar with it. So let's.
It's not just an orange with a bruise.
Exactly. So with this drink, here we are. If you want to hit F, there we go. There we are. There we are. So we're going to make what I'm calling the bloody good cocktail. So what you want to get is your shaker, or as people who've watched the show before know, I like to stir my drinks because I don't like to. What are you doing? That's not distracting at all while I'm trying to do this. Would you like to stand on me?
It wasn't for you. It was because I was hiding.
I know. I get what you're trying to do. So if you haven't seen this before, you know I like to stir my drinks because I don't like them super diluted. And I find when you shake, you're breaking up the ice a lot, and it dilutes the drink a little bit more. And since this is such a light drink as it is, you don't want to dilute it as much. So this drink is going to feature, as its main alcohol, gin.
Yes.
This is a gin-based drink. I find it probably would also be very good with vodka as well, but I really like it with that sort of floral note of the juniper. Also, it's going to be a fair amount of Saint Germain. If you're not familiar with that, it's an elderflower liqueur, very sweet,
Very sweet.
but sweet, but still light. It's a nice. It's a very
delicious.
yeah. It's very beautiful.
You were very
oh, thank you. Plus, as I said, we're going to use a little bit of blood orange juice and a little bit of lime juice. I had fresh limes, so I squeezed them, put them in the squeeze bottle. So we're just going to just start off with this. So we're starting off with a little bit of Bombay gin. And this, again, is going to go in a tall glass, not a short one. But you don't want something giant. You'll see why in a minute. So we're going to start off with an ounce of gin. I'm making 2 drinks, so I'm going to do 2 ounces. Math is easy, but pouring is hard.
So many songs tonight.
I know, I'm full of them. So, 1 ounce of gin, your favorite gin. To that, we're going to add 3/4 of an ounce of Saint Germain or any elderflower liqueur, which I don't know if there are any of these. Probably are.
You took the question right out of my head. Like it jumped out of my head in the air.
Thank you. I love the smell of that. It's just delicious smell.
It is, but
And that's why the adaptation, how can I adapted this from, added ginger ale to it, and I found that that made it really sweet. Also to this, we're going to add 1/2 ounce of lime juice.
2 times or 1 time?
Oh, 2 times, yes, of course, making 2 drinks. We're going to do that 2 times. And an ounce of the blood orange juice. Now, as you can see when I pour it, it's going to change the whole color of this.
Woo! Pink!
It's a beautiful pink color. Again, I took the reddest of the blood oranges I could get. You can get blood oranges that are almost just orange. They're just with a little bit of that in there. It still
But you were
tastes
going
the same.
for that
I like the
beautiful
color.
color.
Oh, sorry. Can you also get into the soda water?
Soda water.
I put it in the door.
But
And we're going to add some ice to this. And we're also going to fill up our glasses with ice. So we have all of that in there. Once again, ounce of gin, 3/4 of an ounce of Saint Germain, an ounce of the blood orange juice, and 1/2 ounce of the lime juice. And we're going to give that a nice little stir. Do a stir dance. Do a shake dance. Do a stir dance.
well, I just.
You need a
I could do.
stir.
Oh, we could do like a grindy dance. Yeah. Oh, that's very fancy. What's going on? It's too bad we don't have
It's
a.
throwing me off. It literally is throwing me off, though. I don't know why. I can't stir and stir.
Because you're doing it at two different tempos.
Can you
It's
tell me the
hard to
other
go
strainer,
just as fast with the butt.
please? All right. Once you have that done, we are going to pour this into our drink. One of the things about blood oranges is it's a little bit different than regular orange, and you'll see that it has sort of small, almost like strawberry tips. So I strained the juice into here. I also I'm double straining. Sorry, strained the juice into the juice bottle, but I'm also double straining it into the cocktail glass.
You are a fan of the double strain.
So the reason why is I don't want, especially in something so citrus, I don't want a lot of pulp or anything like that in there. Once you have that done, the last step, we are going to fill it up to the top with a little bit of soda water. This is a lunch cocktail, so I think you want to have a little bit of that fizz in there. And this is just soda stream soda water. So if you have club soda, that'll work. But we made that. I find it works better. I like. And now we're just going to garnish. We want to bring one of those, just a slice, a thin slice. And you can sort of see in there.
Pretty.
Again, I don't know if you can see it in there, but you have, it's a really kind of
Yeah, you
interesting.
can see it.
And we're just going to run that right down the side.
Oh, kissy beau, man.
Just a very thin slice right down the side. You get it.
Oh, but for real, you gotta spin that around.
You get that.
Let the people see how pretty that is.
Get that out of the way.
Oh, and hold on. My mother dropped off straws today.
Oh.
So we could even have a straw.
You can have a straw.
We could even have a straw.
So that's the Bloody Good cocktail. Blood orange, gin, Saint Germain,
Oh, and it's gonna be so
lime juice with a little bit of soda water at the top. Ooh, look at that. It's going to,
Oh.
so springy and
Kissy
beautiful. Shall we?
We shall. Cheers.
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 Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, it's light, it's a little tart, but there's still some sweet in there from the
It's
elderflower.
almost grapefruity, but not.
Exactly. It literally is almost a grapefruit juice. But with a little more sweetness to it.
Mm.
Super good. And again, with a lunch or a brunch, this is a phenomenal drink.
Jerry Pop wants to know where you got your squeeze bottles.
Where I got my squeeze bottles. These I bought, weirdly enough, for vaping. And for vape flavor. And I got them from the flavor company. But I have ordered a bunch more from Amazon. Amazon, just look at squeeze bottles on Amazon. You'll find I've just ordered a bunch more from them because these save so much time when you're making cocktails.
Plus, I find it even for oil, not that pouring oil out of a regular oil container is a big deal, but there's something neat about being able to go psh, in your pan with a little squirty bottle with oil and stuff. Too.
Also, I find too, especially for oil, I used to always buy those old cans of oil, like the olive oil cans, which is some of the best oil, but it's cumbersome to use. So having something small that you can just sort of put this in as you're going, fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Bloody Good cocktail.
It is a bloody good cocktail. You know what? You didn't lie about it. Cheers.
That is my variation, wiggle room. If you want to use that. It's drink time, which means I think we should ask a question.
You can ask a question.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's head over to the questions. There we are. Let's put in there. It's lunchtime. Who's your dream date for lunch? They can be real, so it should be. I know it's not.
Then you've already
Dead.
answered the
Should
question.
be real or fictional, living or dead. I guess
And-
dead fictional is still the same as live fictional, but it could be like you could say my dream date is like my dream date probably is Tarantino. Again, if you're playing the
You're playing at home. Who's got cocktail?
drink. Yeah, who's your dream date? Dream lunch
You.
date. Oh, I know. Thank you.
You already answered it.
I know. I just told you what to say. No,
And you?
No, no. Of course it's you. and Tarantino.
And Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, probably I would say a lot of. I would love to talk to movie directors. Needs Hitchcock or
I thought you were going to say something very
just regular cock.
different. No. Yes.
Shampoo challenge.
We could talk about the shampoo challenge later. Whew.
Who's your dream lunch date? It could be a fictional third person too, like say Harry Potter or Darth Vader or Darth Potter.
Or Harry Vader.
Harry Vader, I believe, ran for Senate.
Yeah. You know what? It's so funny considering that we formulate these questions. I don't often consider my answer. Gee, I don't know.
Well, you can't always say I don't know.
I'm always allowed to say I don't know. It's my house.
No, they're in your house. Be polite to your guests. I do that with them.
Bowie.
Bowie?
Bowie.
Would be awesome. Bowie would be awesome.
David Bowie.
How about you guys?
Yeah.
What? Let's go over and see what some of your, if anybody's, let's give them a chance to answer.
You have a chance to answer.
What do you think?
But I'd also would have gone partying with Bowie. You know, so I think if I had to choose lunch or party, I would
go party. Well, I think while they decide on their answer, this is a good time to show them this week's promo.
Oh, we could show. Oh, hold on.
Wait.
Sorry, I just saw it out of the corner of my eye and I love that answer. But yes, show them the promo and then we'll chat with them.
Okay. You want to go? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen, we try and put up promos all the time for our shows coming up, and we've been turning them into sort of sketches, kind of silly.
We're having fun.
So if you haven't seen this week's, we want to give everybody a chance to see this week's. So if you haven't, ladies and gentlemen, here is this week's promo.
What you doing?
I was just tidying up, and I was going to make us a little something for lunch. You hungry?
No, I brought my own lunch.
You brought your own lunch?
Yep.
Did you bring any lunch for me?
I don't know. Let's see.
Mustard? That's my lunch option for today is mustard?
Fine. Oh, this is nice. Yeah. How about that? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And, ooh, this is good. And, hang on. Oh.
Hi, I'm Elle Diabloe.
And I'm the divine Danny D. And I have a magical lunchbox.
It's a cooler.
You're a cooler.
Join us this Thursday, April 30th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and now on Twitch.tv for the latest edition of the Stir Crazy Sanka set.
The people have spoken, and this week the show will be all about luxury Lunchables.
We'll be making one of my favorite lunches, a grilled Caesar salad with chicken.
And to accompany, a bloody good cocktail.
You're keeping them in suspense? You're not going to tell them what we're having?
No. The cocktail is the bloody good cocktail. I invented it.
I see. Why am I not surprised? So join us and cook with us, drink with us.
Or just come and join in all the fun and socialize, but distantly.
Check the description below for your ingredients and all of the crazy details.
Or just visit facebook.com/StirCrazyTV/live, our YouTube live channel, or twitch.tv/StirCrazyShow on at 5 p.m. April 30th Eastern Standard Time and join in all the fun.
What's so funny now?
I have the coolest cue.
Oy vey. Is there something already made in that lunchbox of yours?
You have to say it.
Say what?
That I have the coolest culer.
I'm not saying that. You have the coolest cooler.
I have the coolest cooler.
And that is cutest cooler.
You do have the cutest
The
cute.
cutest cooler. Yeah, you wrote that one.
I did write
That's
that.
excellent. I love that. You've
Oh,
written the
thank
past
you.
two. It's amazing.
Look at me.
They're very funny.
Someone give me a Pulitzer.
Is it
Pulitzer?
Pulitzer.
You've got a cute
I've got a
cooler
cutest
and a
Pulitzer.
Pulitzer. Yeah?
the cutest cooler? They put my Pulitzer in.
Here's a Pulitzer cooler.
I put it around the neck of my puma.
Oh, we've got the giddies today, folks.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over there to the chat. Over there.
Over there, we're gonna head
Let's
over
go
here,
over
ladies
there
and gentlemen.
to the
Say hi to
chat
you guys
cam.
to the chat cam. Hi. So let's see if we get some of these answers. Who do we have? Audrey.
Marilyn Monroe.
Audrey wants to have lunch with Marilyn Monroe.
Mm-hmm. I want to know what outfit Audrey would wear. To have lunch.
What would you wear, Audrey?
And like, put it on right now. Take a picture and post it.
Yeah.
Oh, Alicia, that's like the nicest, sweetest answer. Your grandma. Love it. Cleopatra for the makeup tips, I bet. Huh? Neil Gaiman. Really.
Neil Gaiman is an excellent.
Oh, thank you for the compliments on our promo.
Oh, I thank you very much. Over on there, who do we have? Roxanne wants to have lunch with munchies with Seth Rogen.
I would also enjoy munchies with Seth.
But I think in order to have munchies with Seth Rogen, you have to smoke with Seth Rogen.
I
first.
think that was.
Oh, is that the inference?
I think that was
That's the inference.
the
there.
inference.
Is that the inference? Okay, cool. And are you really primping now? Is that what's going on? And the Techno Pilot says, "Nice job." I thank you very much, Techno Pilot. You nice job on you as well. Fantastic. And anybody who's watching, a couple watching over on Twitch, but they aren't saying anything. So hey, the question again, if you want, who would you have lunch? What's your dream lunch? Real? Living, dead, or fictional?
And fictional could be dead or alive.
Fictional is always going to be fictional.
It's always just fictional.
Do you really consider the living stuff? Like if a character dies at the end of a book, is that character considered dead to you or alive?
Dead to me.
Why did you make it that?
Because that's what it sounded like. Precisely what it sounded like. That character is dead to me.
They are if you want reading a book, and I don't know, give me a good dead character. I don't know.
The chick from the Lovely Bones.
The chick from the
chick from the Lovely Bones is
she's dead at the
narrating
beginning.
the book.
Yeah. She's dead at the beginning. But do you consider her dead or alive?
She was dead.
Okay, but she voices herself. She's talking throughout the whole thing.
She's dead. The whole premise is she's dead.
But a character that dies partway through the book, is that character dead?
Dead.
No, but when you fondly remember that book.
That character died.
Okay.
Why do you? If they die in the
I
book,
think when from the concept of
you
movies.
think they're still alive?
Yeah, if I think of the concept of movies and a movie that I like that a character dies at the end. When I think of that movie, I was trying to think of it from the beginning where they're alive. So they're a living character. I don't know if that really is a thing.
I'm going to switch with you because now that we're living in the time of COVID, I just popped into my hand and I can't think of anything else. So just swap over. Thanks.
Well, now that I don't have the noise suppression, they're going to hear all of this.
It's all right. It's really
kidding.
not such a big
They
deal.
can hear us. They get all the noises.
1 charo,
Yeah.
2 charos.
Oh
my God, when I posted that video, it seems like so long ago.
I know.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
So, what do we have? We're at 5:38. Do you think it's time to...
I mean, we could make a dressing. How long did you want your chicken to marinate?
Oh, I can marinate for as long as I can. So, at
For a while.
least 45 minutes. So.
All right. So that would give you another 20-ish minutes on your chicken, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I figure we'll make some chicken about 6:15.
For those of you playing at home, 6:15 or so, some chicken?
6:15. 6 o'clock, we'll put the chicken on the grill.
All righty. So should I make
Make a dressing?
I can make a
You
dressing.
want other stuff here?
I can address the issue of the
This
dressing.
is all your dressing here?
That is all my stuff.
Except
Mine
for
is
the-
the bacon bits. We don't need just yet.
Don't need the bacon bits. Bacon is coming with me.
No, bacon is also problem with me. It's always good when you're about to do something and then you put food in your mouth. I have half a cup of fresh grated Parmesan. I know that we're in the middle of a pandemic, and I don't want to shame anybody, despite how it might seem sometimes. Don't cheap out on your Parmesan, okay? I understand, again, like if it means it's the only thing you have to go get at the grocery store, don't do it. But as a general... Thank you. But as a general rule, I would highly recommend... Oh, see what happens when you make fun of your wife? You go off camera and you choke. Yeah, I would highly recommend not cheaping out on your parm. You don't need to buy like $1,000 parm. That's silliness, and I'm sure it exists. But yeah, just some like good parm. Pardon me, bowl. Thank you. I always forget that I'm not 19 feet tall. I know you guys know how I make that mistake all the time too. So we're just chopping up 2 small cloves of garlic. If you're not a garlic person, 1 clove of garlic. If you're a mega garlic person, maybe more garlic. This is ample sufficiency though. It really is. So we got 2 cloves of garlic happening right now. And given that we're not cooking it and that it's going into a dressing, I recommend getting that nice and small, lest you end up with a mouthful of large chunk of raw garlic, which I don't suspect would be fun for your mouth.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you chop over using a press?
I find the press is lazy.
The press is lazy?
Yeah, I literally just think the press is lazy. It's the only reason. Plus, in all fairness, this kind of minutia pleases me greatly. It calms me down. It sends me out. Little fine mincing and dicing makes me. So that's why.
There you go.
But there's no actual like logical.
No reason. So kind of you like the press and you prefer to.
Oh, yeah, if you want to press it. But like I think also you get it smaller like this. It's pretty small. And you guys have the fly cam on there before.
Oh, we're just gonna show you
Or
how
you
small
can-
it is.
yeah,
We're gonna show you how small it is.
It's pretty small. Look, it's wee. Don't look at my nose. But yeah, it's pretty small. So that's why. But again, do you, boo? What am I missing? Can I have the Worcestershire sauce?
Worcestershire right now.
Worcestershire sauce. I am also going to be needing Dijon.
Dijon, I grab that.
And in the fridge there is also 1 cup of mayo that has been already pre-measured and sitting right there. Be cool. So we got mayo, 1 cup. We're going to put that to the side with our Parmesan cheese over here. Into this little bowl. I'm going to try not to block myself here. We've got, boom, Beaucoup's garlic, okay? Can I have a teaspoon and a tablespoon, please, right behind you? Many thank you. Now, some people like to use fresh anchovies. I'm not a big fan of the fresh anchovy. It's very personal. I eat canned tuna. Like, I'm super choosy about what I choose to get weirded out by. But we're going to throw in.
That's a tablespoon.
I know what it is. Thank you. I just froze. I zoned out completely. I had no idea what I was talking about anymore.
There we are.
There we are.
A teaspoon.
We've got a teaspoon of the Dijon in there. And a teaspoon of the Worcestershire sauce. Worcester sauce.
Worcester sauce?
Worcester sauce.
Worcester sauce.
Worcester sauce.
Worcestershire.
I'm just going to give this a little rinse-ski.
It's not the same as brown sauce. Brown sauce is
Brown sauce is like HP sauce.
Yeah.
Worcester sauce is Worcester sauce.
An ounce?
No, not an ounce. A teaspoon anchovy paste.
Anchovy paste. You never made before. Where would you find anchovy paste at the grocery store?
Anchovy paste can usually be found where the fish is.
Where the fish is?
Yes, that kind of makes sense. Also, put this back in the fridge, and it does expire, so don't.
Also fun to squeeze.
It's tons of fun to squeeze. Last thing we're gonna
Just
throw
like
in here. Yes, just like you. Is sorry.
Oh.
We're gonna do about a tablespoon of fresh lemon. Again, all of this to taste. If you're like super fishy and you love your anchovy flavor, go ahead and add more anchovy. I am not the boss of you. It takes a whisk. And we just whisk that together. Get it all incorporated. There you go. Choo, choo, choo. I don't know why I become a train when I'm mixing, but that's the thing that just happened. Okay? So into this. I'm going to go in with our mayo. There's a cup of mayo in here, guys. Now, I'm sure some purists at home, can I have a spoon, please?
Yeah.
Are saying, no mayo! Olive oil and lemon. Guess what mayo is? It's olive oil and lemon. So, if you want to do it with egg yolk and
It's olive oil and egg.
well, sorry, yeah, olive oil and egg. That's totally what I meant. I am not normal today. Again, I think my brain is glitching. So yeah, if you want to use an egg yolk and some olive oil, same but different, you know. We are getting this all incorporated here. Choo choo. Again, choo choo noises when I stir today. Half a cup of Parmesan.
You using, like I said, use fresh, but is like that Kraft doable? I just like to say that to her. I know it's kind of fat.
Can I have
That spoon
oh,
back?
that spoon back, yes, please. Listen, I'm. If you can avoid Kraft harm, please do. But if you can't, or you just really love it, then no judgment.
I
Right?
always loved that stuff.
Really?
I love that because what
Oh,
I still like to
shake
do
the
is when
cheese.
you take it out, you shake it, and then you put it in your hand, you squish it, it would like form cheese, and you eat that.
I don't think I ever did that, but
Love that.
pepper. If you're looking for precise measurements, about a quarter teaspoon. I'm a peppery kind of gal. Want to throw me some salt, please?
Yes. How much salt would you like?
About a quarter teaspoon also, but again, salt as you wish. Oh, that's ample. Now, before I make any decidedness about whether or not this is done, we're going to just, not bad. I'd like more lemon in there.
Yeah. A little more lemon would be nice.
A little bit more lemon.
Oh, very nice of it. Oh, very garlicky too. I really like that.
Really garlicky.
Oh, I got it really garlicky though. Oh, Jerry Pop, you're welcome. I think it is a brave drink.
And there you go. So it's kind of a little bit chunky. Like it's not chunky. That's the totally wrong word. But it's thick. It's viscous. This isn't like a heavily liquid dressing. This has got some stodginess to it. I'm just going to dump this in the fridge for now while we wait to do chicken, etc. Would you like a little fingerful of that?
I like it. Oh, it's so good.
Eyeball.
I'm sorry, put that right in your eyeball. You go back, talk to some people.
Okay.
Hey, how are you? I'm just going to go over and see what people are saying over here. Audrey Ivory said that for her dinner, for her lunch with Marilyn, she would buy herself the nicest jacket and skirt from Thierry Mugler.
Mugler?
He's cutest.
He's the cutest.
Not as cute as Mugler,
Does
but
he make
Mugler is
Does
pretty cute.
Mugler make it cuter?
Mugler, the Mugler Cooler
Mugler.
is distributed by Puma.
Puma?
By Puma.
You're gonna get in so much copyright trouble. Trademark.
Yannick,
Okay.
Yannick DeHay said he would love to have ice cubes for lunch with Keith Richards.
Nice.
You gotta keep yourself hydrated. Agree wholeheartedly.
I dig it.
Technopilot is he said he commented on our fictional death depends on the genre.
Okay.
Fondly depending on the character of the character. Ooh, that's a very good point. Danny, I would imagine from past experience you can marinate as long as the performance needs. Thank you very much. Fair. Very fair. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Not sure who you are.
And over at back over here at Twitch. Hi, one person. How are you? Where are your friends?
Bring them out.
Bring them out. No, it's good. Thank you very much, everybody. This is so much fun. We love doing the show. We've been having so much fun. We've got so many cool things. We're expanding some of our tech and everything, as you can see, but the show's coming along. I'm quite happy with it.
I'm running off camera to cough.
You're going to run off camera to cough. While we are doing that, I just want to see what time we're sitting at, so we can figure out where we're going to go with this. I'm going to quickly bring us back to here so we can comment on one of the things I've tried to do there over down there, right down here, right over here.
Right, over.
See there, right? I can't put my fingers in here, but you can see our all of our socials are down here now. I just added a little social graphic.
Over there.
So if you want to follow us on any of these things, there they are. They're right over here. I got them. They're going to come out of here. They're going to come over your head. Watch. Oh, sorry. I'll do it again so you can see them. There we go. They're coming right. There we are. So if you want to follow us on Facebook, it's facebook.com/StirCrazyTV. You want to subscribe to us over on YouTube, Stir Crazy Show. You can follow us on Instagram, Stir Crazy Show. And over on Twitch, we're also Stir Crazy Show. Twitch.tv/Stir Crazy Show. And follow us on Twitter because we want to be there as well, Stir Crazy TV.
I don't Twitter.
You don't Twitter?
You might be doing the Twitter. I
You
can
don't
do the
tweet?
Instas.
You
No,
don't
I don't tweet. I don't really.
I used to tweet.
I
plotted.
plotted once upon a time too.
Why don't you tweet?
I don't know. That was clean. No, don't. There's only so much. It's like TikTok too. Like I can't. I'm a very distractible human who tries to run a business and make dance stuff and do blah blah. So like already it's bad. I can fall down like serious social media rabbit holes. So like I don't need to be on all of those.
No, and there's so I work in tech and in social media and marketing specifically for the web, and I can't keep up with everything. I try and figure it all out. TikTok is the one I don't understand. I think it's just for dancing. Am I wrong?
I didn't know what a Twitch was before we went on Twitch tonight, so you're asking me about TikTok? I don't know. I'm not 80, I swear to God. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Dancing and then like doing lip syncs but from movies.
Lip syncs to movies?
To movies though, not to like music. Like people just like lip sync over movie dialogue.
Over movie dialogue.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I've noticed that one.
Oh, that's romantic. Why haven't we done? We should TikTok it then. We should TikTok.
We should TikTok?
We should TikTok.
TikTok?
Yes. We should
Let's
TikTok
say
it.
it,
We should TikTok it.
What?
We should TikTok
Dr.
the Ricky Tikki Tavi.
TikTok.
You don't know Ricky Tikki Tavi. It was a book and a cartoon when I was a kid.
Also, a restaurant in Britain when I used to live there.
But really has very little to do with the novel. Oh, it's a good novel about a mongoose. About a boy who has a mongoose and a cobra and it's set in India. Very cool. That was the literary section of today's Sankaset. The more you know.
Take a look.
It's in a book. There we are.
There you go.
Shall we, what do you...
Let's have another
That's
cocktail.
what I was trying to think, what should we do? Oh, we should
We
drink
should drink
some
more.
That's going to go well.
It will.
Well, if you are following at home, I'm just going to grab it.
Some ice.
You don't have the ice
Grab
again?
some ice. I'm just going to rinse the strainer because I think it probably works better when you can actually strain things.
Ice, baby.
Ice, baby.
Also, those last once. The paper straws.
But the paper straws, and they're not great. So they are do no, but it was cute, and thank you, Mom. And I'm going to recycle it.
Oh, very nice. It'd be weird if you didn't.
Well, no, someone's probably going to tell me it's not recyclable, but you know, we
This
tried.
wax paper, is that recyclable? I'm not sure. Yeah, is wax paper recyclable? I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know.
Put that in for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, put that in.
Yeah.
All
Well, one
right.
in the recycling and one in the garbage just to get it. So now I've spread my.
So, one more time, if you haven't followed along from the beginning, we're going to make one more bloody good cocktail. You know, we haven't been putting up the ingredients list.
I did put up the ingredients.
So I'm going to put that up, but for your two things, I forgot to do.
Oh,
For the chicken and for the salad.
well then
What's
I'll
that?
go hide behind the ingredients.
So, over here we have, again, as I said, we're going to put in, we're going to start off with an ounce of gin. Very simple, 1 ounce. Again, I'm holding that wrong. You always want to hold your bottle right by the neck. Gives you a lot more control over your pour. Nope. I know it feels like you should be doing that, but watch that. That's why you always see when you see bartenders will have the spout that's right at the tip there. To this ounce of gin, we're going to add 3/4 of an ounce of Saint Germain or any elderflower liqueur. That one's a little hard to grab by the neck, so I didn't. So I contradicted everything I said. To that, we are going to add 1/2 ounce of lime juice. I am, of course, making 2. That's why I'm doing this. If you're following exactly what I'm doing, but there's just one of you,
Have fun.
you'll be drunker. And finally, to this, we're going to add 1 ounce of blood orange juice from the reddest skinned orange you can find. All of that, again, I prefer this. Let me just stop making noise. I prefer this to be in a stirred, a stir shaker versus a shaky shaker. I don't. This is a light cocktail. I don't like how. I want to water it down at all. So I like to stir that. You just want to get everything in there nice and cool and mix together well. Don't get rid of the stir stick quite yet, because now we are going to pour. We are going to double strain this. Blood oranges have a lot of small pips. So even though I strained it once into here, I'm going to double strain it again. And you'll see that it does actually still catch quite a bit.
Would you like your ice back in the freezer while I fetch the...
Yeah, sure. And finally, to finish that off, we are going to top it off with some soda water. Thank you very much. So this is just carbonated water. We're just going to fill it to the top.
So pretty.
Let's get that out of the way.
Oh, yes, sorry.
And for garnish, we're going to take a thin slice. The thinner you can slice that, all the way down, the better. Keep a full slice. Let's go. Oops, first, I want to make sure I get that mixed nicely. It looks really nice, and if you're going to serve it with a stir stick, I would still leave it separated, so you have that real pink and white. You have that ombre. But if not, we're just going to put a nice little orange slice right along. We'll fill up a little from the top. You get that nice. Give me the fly cam here.
Oh, I will fly camera.
Fly me in.
Here we
You
go.
get that.
Ooh.
You get that lovely little
Oh,
cross
they're
section.
very
So
pretty.
gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
That is fantastic.
Beauty shot.
Are we?
Beauty shot. Oh,
You
yeah.
hold that there. I'm gonna grab 2 more straws. Hold it. Hold it. Hold
Oh, I'm
it.
holding. We're holding on the cocktail.
Just so you can get this.
Fancy pants.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen. A bloody good cocktail.
Charles.
Oh yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah, it doesn't. This one can sneak up on you because, again, gin is one of those alcohols I find that can sneak up on you if you're not used to it. This stuff is just so easy to drink. So this will be the thing that you'll have 2 or 3 of these and you start to feel a little loose and you go, just
On ice.
give me the fellow flower. Elder flower. So curious.
Yes.
Oh my golly, ladies and gentlemen, I think we should start out some cooking.
I'm gonna start some cooking. I will.
Let's get this out of here. We're gonna take the take that out of there. Clear that.
Take this out of the way. Are we cooking on the stove tonight or on the little doodad?
What is it?
All right, that's the point of the doodad. In case you guys didn't know.
Oh, keep that down.
Okay, take this now. I know nothing.
These, if you don't have this baking mat, get a baking mat, especially if you have a large counter and you don't have grips on your cutting board. I love it because it keeps the cutting board in place. All right. So,
I'm going to ask you a question.
yeah,
Can we use this on an induction cooktop?
of course you can.
All right.
This is the key with an induction cooktop is you want it to be a magnetized metal. So stainless steel, in this case cast iron, all of those will be metal. So and in fact, if you turn it on, it'll tell you if it's going to work or not.
How so? It just knows.
Yeah. If it starts giving you power, it'll be fine. If it's a non-conductive or non-magnetic metal, such as you might get with a lot of your non-stick pans,
Yeah. It just won't.
it won't
do the deal.
won't do the deal.
Gotcha.
So we are going to. I'm just going to hit that. We're going to bring it up to about this one I control by
Just by
temperature.
looking at it.
Yes. So I want to bring this. No, that's not what I want to bring this up to about 375. I'll put it 390. I should go 375.
375 is good.
And this thing heats very quickly.
Would you like some tongs?
Speaking of what, while we're doing that, I'm going to bring our chicken out. So this is our chicken that has been marinating. A little bit there, but that's good. There we have that. There we go. So that's still got some of the marinade on that. We're going to let that work. We want that pan to get hot. We're going to sear this stuff, but we want to keep it. We want it to be hot enough so it's going to cook fairly quickly. And they're very, very thin, so they should cook very quickly. Feel like getting hot already.
Do you want that oil, or do you want like a?
This one either will do. Yeah, because we're doing the since we're doing the salads, you're going to do the salads with it. So we're going to. This spray is probably a little bit better, a little easier.
Bear with me just one quick second while I just give this a quick wash so that I can use it in a moment. Or pardon me.
There we go. Here we are. Pan is coming up to heat. Once we start to feel it getting hot, and these things get hot really quickly, just going to give it a nice thin coating of olive oil.
A little spray olive oil over there.
So you see it's almost already starting to smoke. This olive oil, so it's going to be a fairly low smoke point oil. That's very hot already, so we are just gonna that's what you want. You want to hear that sound, that sizzle right away. Now the key with something like this, when you are doing this in a grill pan, or you're doing this on the barbecue, is once you put it on, leave it be. This is going to smoke a lot, but we're going to...
I'm going to maybe open the window a little bit. Get the door open.
But we're expecting that quite as much.
We don't need the firemen on...
So we don't touch it. You want to just let that sit. That's first of all going to give you some nice char on there. That's going to give you, especially if you're using something that is traditionally non-stick. That's how almost anything technically is non-stick. If you cook with the right oils and things like that, it will cook and let it sit. So this one will be fairly quick. So I'm going to say probably 2 to 3 minutes per side, maybe 2. They're very thin.
This is good for burning calories before you eat. You guys
Exactly.
know I love doing that. So,
This is a fun game. I
I
guess when people have actual sets and things like that, they have fans and ventilation.
Ventilation. Yeah, but noise.
It's true. So we can't. That's what I mean. But they have silent. They have silent ventilation.
Silent ventilation?
Yeah.
I'm sure some
There
people
we
do.
go. So this one, as you can see, look at that already. I'm gonna flip that over. Oh, that was a little bit. I flipped that one too soon. That's a little fat end there, so I'm gonna let that.
No, I'm there with you. One moment, please.
We're gonna be right back. So we're gonna bring out. Are we breaking out burlesque for this? We're gonna break out some burlesque to keep from the smoke portion of the show. How is the smoke reading on the cam? Oh, it looks great. Oh, there we are. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how we do it in the burlesque household. What's lovely about that is, first of all, is this one mine or yours?
That's fine.
All right. First of all, it's beautiful. It's sexy. Secondly,
This fan will never be back on stage because now it's going to stink like chicken, but it's fine.
but people don't know that.
It might be part of the sensory. I like to do a lot of burlesque with food, so maybe I will bring it on purpose now.
Yeah.
So that when I open it, you get the full chicken thing.
This is going to be the same. This marinade is a lovely marinade because, again, it's not there to add a lot of extra flavor to it you get with, say, a teriyaki marinade or a lot of other things.
Mm-hmm.
This is just really, I find these flavors together, the lemon, salt, pepper, garlic, wine, bring out the chickenness, the chickenness of chicken.
The chicken-ness.
The most chickeny elements of the chicken.
We just said chicken-ness as I am fanning our chicken breast. This is a special day.
Fantastic. If this isn't getting us views, I don't know what will. Twitch, there's a beautiful woman fanning chicken. This.
One for you.
This is better than any. What's your drink again?
One for you. Everybody at home, drink. He did it again.
Jillian Seidman said she's a fan of your fanning.
Oh, I thank you. A fan in your general direction.
Oh, excellent. So let's take a quick gander at how that's doing. Again, with a lot of the meat you cook, you want to just let it sit and just walk away for the most part.
For the most part, unless you're using a grill pan on an
You
induction
find it's
burner.
cooling down the pan, the burner as well.
Oh, well, I just don't, again, I don't know that firemen need to make an appearance on our...
Oh, it's all right. Our smoke detector is connected. So there we are, cooking away. And the nice thing about this salad is it can be done. Okay,
Mine.
The nice thing about the salad is we can do it with chicken. If you like it with shrimp, steak, even like a lean pork like pork loin. That's really nice with this as well. There you go. Oh, there's the business.
There's that business.
There's the business. We're getting the business now. So with that,
I'm just gonna. Did you rinse that?
For a salad like this, also I like to go with chicken breast over thigh or
It's
thigh meat.
more low fat.
It's more low fat. It's not to say that doing like some thigh, like doing an oven roasted thighs would be really nice as well with this, which you can also get boneless. And that's the one thing you want to make sure you don't have a bone-in chicken. Put that there. It's almost done. Don't be afraid of touching it. That's how you're going to know
That's me, people.
how it's done.
Is there a rule of thumb for touching your chicken?
Chicken, you
Like
don't
if
want
it is
to.
a-
I don't like to use that. That's
That's
all
a
right.
steak food?
That's all right for steak. That's meant to be tell you your how
Done.
your steak is. With chicken, I prefer to go by the best thing. If you want to know how well it's done, use a digital or use a thermometer. A digital quick read thermometer. Like I say, with this, and I want to double check. Yes, we're going to go about. Up here. Yeah, that's about bang. We're right
That's
on.
about bang.
Yeah, we're about 100. You want to, let's say, I always convert it, 165 Fahrenheit, or what is it, in chicken? There we are.
Chicken. How much? What is it in chicken?
68 Celsius. Once you have that,
Tongs in there.
tongs are there, boom, we can let that sit and rest.
It's been working very hard. Can I turn this off?
Let me turn that off.
For the moment.
For the moment. Let that rest. It can even get cold.
It's full. I prefer it
a
when,
little
when it's
cooler.
cooler.
I like it at room temperature.
Oh yeah, not cold.
You don't want it cold. But that's it. It's a very quick sear. Grill pan like this is fine, but you don't need to have the grill pan. You don't have to do it on the grill pan. Like I said, you can do it on the barbecue. You don't want to do that. It's a winter or whatever. You could do it just in a pan. Just do it in the pan. What?
I'm just gonna move this forward.
I can see it.
I'm just gonna move this over just so I can.
So watch your hands when you decided to grab it.
I'm just moving
That's
it
not
over.
that's I don't want to get close to the edge.
It's not. It was nowhere near
Fine,
the
we're
edge.
good, we're good.
I just want them to be able to see me do the.
That's way past
Perfect.
the shot.
Beauty.
But like I say, you can do it on a pan. I like something that is not non-stick. I prefer something that isn't non-stick. I feel if you have a stainless pan or even better a cast iron, thank you. You're gonna get the crispiest outer. You're gonna get that nice sear on it. That's what you're looking for.
Cool.
These are nice though. You got a little bit of sear. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's the taste of it. I just want to make sure we're tasting that.
You want your juices to run cleaner.
What juices? Trust me, they are. Mm-hmm.
Tasty.
Lemony.
Very lemony.
Very lemony. I love that. That's gorgeous. Shall we check on the people?
You can check on the people.
Hey, people.
Hey, people.
Rock. All right.
And Briss.
Fan those breasts. That's there's the clip of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, we have so much fun over here. This is fantastic. We're doing great.
Yes.
Sorry.
Did you get stuck?
Chicken went down my
choking?
chicken went. I was choking on my chicken. You know what we should do?
What should we do? I think I know what we should do.
I think
they've waited long enough.
they've waited long enough.
I think they have.
Let's go over here. Actually, now is there anything else? Breasts and thighs we left out? We laughed at that joke. That's
We
a good
laughed at
joke.
the breasts and thighs.
Technopilot says the advantage of high ceilings and external to studio fans with sound deadening done on the piping and wireless mics. And yes, even on there, your theoretical questions, Dan.
Rhetorical questions.
Rhetorical questions. Oh yeah, I can't read today. It's hard. And over on Twitch, nothing.
We're twitchy.
Hi Twitch. Let's go over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been doing this for how many years?
Six.
No, what we're about to do next.
Quoi?
Wow, this is the third week we've had.
Moitié de six.
As we said before, we are burlesque performers in Montreal. We work with a lot of amazing, talented, phenomenal people. Some are, we're just going to sit and eat this chicken, aren't we? Some are amazing dancers, some are amazing comedians, some do
All of it.
amazing different things. We've reached out to a bunch of our friends to say, what do you have for this show?
Show us what you got. Stylish, but nicer than that.
How did you do with that?
Show us what you got.
That's nicer. Yeah. And so for the past few weeks, 3 weeks, we've had one of our very, very good friends, Diabloe, supply us with 1 minute of her eating food.
Yes.
That's all it is. 1 minute of a beautiful woman eating food.
Sexily.
Sexily.
In a sexy fashion.
In a sexy setting.
In a sexy setting. With her sexy self.
It's cute.
It is very cute.
But ladies and
But
gentlemen.
also hot.
Hot.
So hot.
So ladies and gentlemen, though I feel this.
You just don't, just
Ladies and gentlemen.
give the people what they want, Daniel.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go anywhere, one more time. It's a sexy woman eating food for a minute with Galadriel Caress.
How did she do that?
She's magic.
She mouth birthed chips.
Mouth burst. That is a new. That is a new expression. There's t-shirts we need.
Mouth birth?
Like a mouth birth this.
I mouth birthed. Yeah.
Good old mouth birthing.
Yeah.
Galadriel.
Yes. Mouth. Careful, you're gonna knock yourself right on the
I
counter.
saw it. I literally looked at it as I did that. That's hilarious.
Indeed.
That's funny. Her and I worked on that together. That was a lot of.
A joint collaboration.
She sent me that video and I went, and it was an accident. It was totally an accident. I hit the wrong button or knocked what happened, and I was like about to put it back, and I'm like, that is so much funnier. It's so much funnier.
Galadriel, we love you in the forward, but we also love you in reverse. In the forward.
If you ever want to see any of her videos that she's done for us, also check out our YouTube channel.
They're all up there?
Stir Crazy Show. All of them are up there. I'll be putting this one up a little bit later. And if you haven't already subscribed, go over and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's
good times.
all kinds of neat stuff. We're going to put a few things up there. Quite a bit of things up there. You'll mainly only be able to get on the YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now
we're at, I think it's time for me.
You do you.
I've got a few little things I gotta do. We gotta get the lettuce done.
Okay.
You know what, let me prep the lettuce. Let me just, I know. I'm just gonna bring this, my master blaster of disaster board over here.
And we're going to do, for people who hadn't seen before, I'm just going to bring a couple of things up. One of the things we didn't do before was we didn't do the dressing. So here are the ingredients for the dressing if you wanted to look and check on that. Those will be up there. But this is now, we're doing right currently, the salad. This is what you're going to need to know for the salad.
All right. You just stopped talking and walked away.
What figure you're doing?
Yeah, I am. All right. Peeps, friends, Romans, countrymen. Let's drink some beers. No, I have a head of romaine lettuce here. We pre-washed it, so it's pretty wet. I'm just gonna shake that out a little bit. Just cut it in half.
Really?
Yes, really, just half. Half a lettuce, yes, is a large lunch. But I have faith in you. You can do this. Might you pass me just a paper towel, please, from over there? Oh, many thanks. Oh, so fancy. So luxury. So Lunchables. Yes. We're just going to dry that off a tiny little bit. I took off a few of the outside leaves because, again, I like pretty food. Also, you don't want bugs in your lettuce, so like I'm just going to take like that manky nonsense off there, and yeah, cool. So, clean, pat dry romaine. Okay, I'm going to grab the spray olive oil. If you guys don't have spray olive oil, no big whoop. Put some olive oil in a bowl, grab a little brush. If you don't have a brush, that's groovy too. Take a paper towel or a kitchen towel, dip it, give a little like massagey rub down. Okay, I'm just gonna spray it, comme ça, like this. And we have options. Where did my tasties go? My tasties are over here. All right. If you just want to salt and pepper, you can salt and pepper. If you want to do steak spice, it actually, ironically, gives your lettuce a more like meaty grooviness. Would you like steak spice or my other secret ingredient?
No, tell them what the other one is.
The other secret ingredient, so steak spice, Montreal preferably. And I happen to have some Trader Joe's Everything But the Bagel sesame seasoning blend, which if you're in the States, bless you, Trader Joe's. Honestly, guys, if you're at Trader Joe's, buy like 3 of these because on Amazon they go for like $40 each sometimes, and it's like $3. So always hoard Trader Joe's stuff. So would you prefer?
I'm going with the Trader Joe's.
You're going with the Trader Joe's. So we're just going to give this. You might want to get the fly cam.
Got the fly cam. Fly cam.
So we're just going to give this a little shake, 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 shake. Everything but the bagel on my lettuce. There we go. Okay. It's a little bit of a different situation than the steak spice would be because this does have sesame and stuff in there. This is actually, there, voila. It's sea salt, garlic, onion, sesame. So that's pretty tasty. These are now ready to go onto the grill pan. Mm-hmm. I'm very bad visually. I'm trying to.
Use some of this stuff?
Well, what I'm also trying to size up is I'm trying to size up how big our grill pan is and how long our lettuce is. And
we'll just put them side by side.
I know, but I just want to make sure I don't have to take off. You don't want to chop too much at the bottom because obviously you want them to hold together when they are on the grill. But I am just going to take a tiny bit off here so that we can make sure that they can fit. Squish them down. Hold on.
Yep.
I'll get that out of the way. All right. No, we're good. I just, this is ready to go on the grill. So I'm just going to move this over here. You'll notice I also have some fresh parm. I'm going to either, no, not either. I'm going to grate some stuff afterwards for the top of the salad. And the other thing I have that I have been munching on over here are fresh bacon bits. Well, Diabloe, how do you make fresh bacon bits? You chop up some bacon. You throw it in a pan. You cook it until it's bacon bits. Then you, again, I'm horrible with paper towel. I have to stop. It's on my list of things that I need to be better about. Pat them down. Take some of the extra grease off. Delicious. Also, so much better than the really awful store-bought, dry, break your teeth.
Unless you prefer that.
And then, who am I to judge you?
Here we are.
Okay. I was like, why is this second one? But yeah, so our lettuces are done. Our bacon bits are there. I'm going to smoosh this out of the way over here. Dun, 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 dun. Woo, lettuce. Woo, bacon bits.
Can't see any of that.
That's okay. I'll leave you to do this bit right here.
Yeah, so this, we're just going to cut some nice thin slices, you know. We want what? This is about a half inch?
You can do them that way. You can do them also if you want to. Oh, sorry.
Let me finish what I was going to say.
Okay.
So for thickness, I like to be about half inch,
Mhm.
and then I'll cut them in half again once I've got them all set.
Oh, that's not what I was going to say. Though.
What were you
I
saying?
was going to say you could also, if you guys want a longer, pardon me for 1 second, if you don't want to do them as croutons and you're
Oh, you
already
want to
grilling,
do that.
and you want to do like a
Planks.
longer plank style
Raw
or
planks, is that what
longer,
you like?
I'm not bothered. It's all going to taste delicious.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I'll-
especially this little one right
If you
here.
have that idea, then I will gladly. Sorry.
Huh? I don't mean to, this one, I'm going to hold this down
Yeah.
too because this is terribly broken, this cutting board.
There we go. Oh, there's one lovely plank.
There you go.
This is just a simple ciabatta loaf. Ciabatta we got. So this we're going to the plank. So something a little longer. It's just a nice. If you're trying to make it fancy,
Yeah, we're doing fancy lunch, so.
fancy lunch, so we're just gonna do probably 2 of those per
Yep.
salad.
Oh.
That's good.
And I think after today, this cutting board needs to go. It's dangereux.
Dangerous.
C'est dangereux. Really. I'm just getting rid of some of the crumbs. I like a clean surface. I keep spitting in the general direction of the camera. It's so good you guys are there and I'm here. Yay.
So what do you need now? That one back? Need that back?
It's about, what, 6:30?
No.
We could do this right away if you want. I could also just go, give me 1 second,
Cool.
choke off camera again. It's my first day drinking.
Actually, before we go, before we start cooking, if you're over on Facebook, we've been doing primarily for people who aren't joining us from Facebook. This is where we started. We started on Facebook. We've expanded to YouTube last week. We expanded to Twitch this week. Thanks to the good people over at Restream. So we are here now across the 3 platforms. But every week I like to throw up a poll about what we're going to talk about next week. So we want you guys to have a say on what you see here. The more you guys have a say in this,
The more likely you're to show up.
show up and see what the hell we're going to do. So far, we have been doing sort of fun, generic themes. Some of the themes we've done so far, we did last week. We did our Las Vegas theme,
Mhm.
which is a lot of cocktails, which is pretty
Mhm.
cool. A lot of the after party here.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. We
The
did,
embarrassed Hefner.
before that, we did our quarantine concoctions show, which was basically what do we have in the house. What can we make? I'm trying to ignore that so you didn't have to point it out. So we've done a few different themes. Next week, we're going to introduce our first movie theme.
Okay.
We are going to do a show based on one of 4 movies based on what you guys are interested in. If you want to vote, you have to be on the Facebook page.
Yes.
Facebook.com/StirCrazyTV/live. And you can vote for our poll. So let's publish the poll up there. Bam! The poll is active. Ladies and gentlemen, what movie should we base next week's show theme on? Do you like Breakfast at Tiffany's,
The Breakfast Club,
Breakfast of Champions,
or Midnight Cowboy?
Weren't expecting any of those, were you? None of those. So,
See Yannick's note about eating ice cubes.
So what do you prefer? We got one breakfast at Tiffany's and one breakfast club so far.
You
Go
do
on.
notice the. Never mind.
And if you're on YouTube or Twitch and you want to vote, just put it in the comments. We'll grab it out of there.
So again, your options if you're on Twitch or YouTube are Breakfast at Tiffany's, Breakfast Club, Breakfast of Champions, or
Midnight Cowboy. We're gonna keep this open to quarter. We're gonna look at it at 1:45.
Okay. So you got about
15 minutes to vote on the poll.
Even I can make a decision in that much time. So. Who's making you laugh?
Audrey, I love you. I love everything about you.
What did she say?
No, I'm good with it. Everybody's there. They can read it in the chat. I don't feel that. Over in the live stream. No,
Oh, that's not fair.
hang on, going over here to take a look at what's going on. But okay, we're going over here. Good, excellent. So,
Yay on the cubed pancetta, by the way. Yes, 100%. 100%. Any form of pork product
yeah,
in the
pancetta
salad
is fantastic for
would
this.
work.
Yeah. So that's the vote you can have. You can do while you're doing that. Want everybody to get in. Last week was funny because we did a poll last week. I was going to announce what it was going to be.
That's good that our videos are up and we can go back and check.
Good. So we're going to make sure we announce this week so that it's ready for next week. For next week, come back, make sure there's going to be a promo for it. You don't have to fun stuff.
Talk to them.
I'm talking to both of you. I'm sort of including you in that.
Aww. Inclusion. You've got the most inclusive cooler. No? Okay. Cool. Groovy. Thanks. I love it when my on-scene partner just leaves the scene. But that's okay. I know how to use the induction cooktop without burning myself. Oh, no. It's just when you were over, when you were over there. It was better because you could have...
I was clearly going to go do that. And
I did it. I got it.
here we go.
Is it super hot?
No, it's not. So this, one of the things too, which is good, if you cook your chicken on this, there's going to be little bits of chicken and garlic that are in there. Leave them.
Leave them.
And this one,
The three,
you want to get a charge, so $3.75.
about $3.75.
Medium hot.
Yeah, medium high or on your barbecue. Again, you want to keep an eye on stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like as much as you don't want to move it around and you don't want to be super paranoid about constantly checking and checking and checking, you still want to keep an eye on things.
But this,
Especially this gets super hot. So
this is not, and this is going to be this is not going to take a while. You're just.
oh
Gonna,
no, this is like a you know.
Well, you want to let it sit there and get some char. As long as this is hot, you're going to get some char.
You're gonna get some char.
Why do I do?
Why do you stay? Just kidding, I love you. Yeah, so we're just getting this heated up a little bit. I am going to give it an extra little spray of the olive oil. I can see it's starting to smoke a tiny bit over here.
Yeah.
Not like last time. Tongs.
That hot? Okay.
Oh, it's pretty hot.
If you have these induction burners, they get very hot very quickly.
I'm going to actually lay this down like this for a quick second.
Yeah.
And this guy, like this for a quick second.
What do you think charring the lettuce, what does it bring out of it?
Fancies? No, but for real, I just found the first time I ever had a grilled romaine, I was like, really? They're going to grill romaine? And it just gave it a little bit of something extra.
Once you have it on the flat side, though, you really just want to let it sit.
I just wanted to get the outside, like I definitely could have left it for longer, but I also know that some of it's falling apart here.
But you also, again, you're not looking to make it a hot piece of lettuce.
Yeah, I don't want hot lettuce. I just want like a little bit cooked, you know?
You want that char, because I think the char is going to give you that sort of smoky flavor, that's a little bit of a burnt, but then it also brings out some of the sweetness in the lettuce. Oh, that's it.
I'm just letting it, Again, I don't want it to get crazy smoky
not
here too. I love how you're telling me what to do, and this is technically my recipe that I make all the time.
Yeah,
Thank
you haven't
you.
done it on this, and
No, it's
I've
true.
used the induction top a lot
He does.
more.
It's fair.
But
But I am going to take a look at it.
just leave it. It's a little bit done. It's the thing about this top though is that it does heat fast, but I find you have a small central piece that gets actually physically hot. So it does take a little bit longer than if you did it on the barbecue. You turn your barbecue up to say 400, 425, and then it's going to almost happen immediately.
I'm telling you from the smell, I'm almost ready to take it off.
Okay.
Almost.
You're looking for char lines is what you're looking for. There we are.
A little bit. I'm going to leave it
Tiny
on
little bit of char on there. That's got
That
a little bit
one's getting
more.
there. Hold on. Let's do that. 2
Okay.
more minutes. Not even. I'm going to check in about a minute. Yeah.
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 How's our poll doing?
How's
Ooh,
your poll doing?
Breakfast Club is coming away with it. Nobody's a Vonnegut fan. Nobody's a Kurt Vonnegut fan.
And only one person wants to see us try to figure out how to eat heroin.
Yeah. The Midnight Cowboy episode is just us shooting up.
Ah.
There's what we want.
There's what we want.
So let me
Want
get
a
the
cam
fly
there?
cam in there.
Actually,
so you
before you fly cam, can you just push that my way so I don't sear myself on the, there we go.
All right, we're going to fly in here. Boom. So as you can see with this, you want some char. You also can sort of see with the induction top, you only get in the middle. If you have it on a bigger stove, you're going to get char all the way through a little bit more.
Or on,
On
your,
a barbecue.
on your barbecue.
This is really a fantastic barbecue dish. If that's what you want. Coming back. Boom.
Well, we could do breakfast in bed.
You could do breakfast in that.
Hold on. Now,
We'll
last
get this
thing
out
I'm
of the
going to
way.
do here. I was gonna.
Oh, you're
I
going to
was
do that.
gonna
Sorry,
just
my
throw
bad.
these on real quick.
Yeah.
Pass me the olive oil, please. I'm just going to. Do you want the big ones or we'll keep the little ones for
Yeah,
later?
we'll keep the little ones for later. I'll explain a little bit.
Just giving the bread a little spray here. I love spray olive oil. The other thing we can do, you want to just pass me a little clove of garlic, please? This was not part of the plan, but I was just going to give it, sorry guys, I know it's hard to see me back here in the corner. Just take the skin off and give this a little rub.
Rubby rub.
Rub, rub, rub. Rubbity, rubbity, rub. I hope you can see me here.
You want me to give you a rub cam?
Let me get a little rub cam over here. That sounds awful. Yeah, we're just going to get that nice and oily. We're just going to give that a little rub. Nothing insane. And now we're just going to go boop, 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 boop for a few little minutes there.
Yeah.
How is everybody doing?
Yes. You're cooking along. How is your lettuce looking?
Is anybody doing it on the barbecue?
Yeah. This is a really nice way to do it. But if you have croutons, those are always worth.
Yeah,
I love bag. I love croutons.
Bag croutons?
I love bag croutons. But to me, I love them as a snack.
You like stale things, though.
Oh, I love stale things. That is my favorite snack in the whole wide world is stale cheesies. Cheetos cheesies. Or Cheetos Puffs.
Yeah, not the batonettes.
No.
Just give that a little go. You could also do this in the oven. You
Toaster
could put it in
oven.
the toaster.
I like my croutons too. I like croutons to snack on, but I always find when I have them in a salad, one thing I love to do fresh croutons. I like them when they're not quite like not
Crunch,
real.
kind of like
just
break your or rip
Yeah,
the roof of your
yeah.
mouth.
I don't. I like that when they're not that way. You know what I mean.
I got you.
So we have that
We have that
happening
going.
here. How's our poll doing?
How's your bowl?
Sure. Thank you very much for asking.
You're very well. Seemed like a polite thing.
We're Breakfast Club is taking it away.
Is it because I look like Molly Ringwald?
No, because
No?
I do.
Oh, it's true.
I'm kind of a. I always thought I was Anthony Michael.
You do?
Yeah,
For real?
I was taller than him, but I was very Anthony Michael.
Oh, no. I grew up in the 80s, and the one celebrity I was told I looked like all the time was Molly Ringwald or Mayim Bialik after Peaches came out. So like when she played, Bette Midler was also definitely something I heard all the time, but no, Mayim Bialik as a young Bette Midler was apparently what I really looked like as a kid. So yeah. I'm going to keep these on here for a few more seconds.
Yeah.
How is your cocktail fully? You drank mine.
No,
You must have drank mine.
No.
Mine's empty. You fully drank mine.
Well, I was saving mine so that I could have some for the salad.
Ah.
Don't have any fresh orange juice ready.
That's fine. I have wine juice
Well, I
in the
can make
fridge.
you one.
I have wine juice. I can have a wine juice.
All right.
All right.
So we
We're
are.
getting somewhere. You know, you want to keep them not
Yeah.
too crispy, so we're getting there. Let's not stick our fingers on the grill pan. Don't need to go to the hospital right now. There we go. So I would say I'm going to leave these on for one more minute, and then we can assemble.
Yeah. Oh, I just started testing stuff. That's exactly how I like it.
Yeah, they're
They're
still
hot.
they're malleable.
But
Like they're not
soft.
going to crunch in half.
Especially when you have that much salad too. You have that much lettuce.
Well, the other thing too, and I haven't
And
quite
this is-
decided yet,
sorry.
if I want to chop the bottom off so that it's not a full. If I was doing this at a barbecue, and for example, if we were doing like buffet style eating or whatever, I wouldn't cut the bottoms off. I would just leave
Yeah.
them attached at the bottom so that they become easier to pick up as a unit. But if I was serving this to friends at home, I would probably cut the
root
base,
off?
the
The
root
root
off.
off,
Yeah, just all right. I am going to take these
That's good.
off. These are good.
Okay.
They're tasty. I mean, I'm assuming, but
We take care of this one. Move that out of the way for you.
attention
You want
with
to hand
your.
that for one quick
Yeah, I
second?
do. There's it.
And we're just going to slide you right over here. Boom. There we go. So wow.
I feel like it's a piece of sauce.
Get that off. There we
And
are.
we slide this back in here.
So we are
So-
coming to assembly.
We are coming to assembly here.
Do you need a plate?
So funny. I have friends I went to high school with who are everything. It's assembly time. All right. So basically, let me just fly cam.
Oh yeah, we're going to fly cam you right over here. Boom, boom, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get in on the action. It's time to assemble the salad.
So again, as Dan was saying, like if you did it on the barbecue, it would be cooked all the way down. I am going to take this off, also because I want it to fit on the plate. Okay. So we're going to do two of these little guys. I'm not plating super duper well. I am going to. Would you like me to slice your chicken and put it on top, or would you like it beside?
No, we'll slice the chicken and put it on top.
All right. I am going to go in here for a handful of bacon bits. Bacon bits. Yum, yum, yum. And we're eating it, so I don't mind that I'm using my hands. Excuse me while I just go over here for 1 second. Pardon me. I am going to get my trusty grater, and because I want some petals, or more like petals, I'm just going to do that. Un peu beaucoup, depending on how much cheese you want. There you go. Okay. Now, pardon me one more time. I'm going to slide over here. I am going to grab a spoon. Give our dressing a little stir-ski over here. And go in. And again, if you are a saucy minx like I am and you want more sauce, go for it. I mean, there's tons of dressing, so if you want more dressing after, there you go. Last thing I'm going to do here is a little poivre. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. And I will let Dan squeeze by me and figure out what he wants to do with his chicken.
With the chicken, we're going to do this very simply. Since you've been eating that whole slice, I'm going to give you that one.
Okay.
There we are. And we're just going to
That is very garlicky. That's Caesar dressing.
cut cheese. Put the chicken. I'm going to cut the chicken on an angle there, and then we're just going to bring that right over top.
If you're a vegetarian and you're not using chicken, that's cool.
There we go. Ah, and there we have that. While I'm here, I'm just going to do this other.
I'm just going to take this out of the way so you can do that. I also am sneaky and save these little bread rounds just to do a little bit of skin here.
There we go. Here's one more. Let them see how you do it from this angle here.
Absolutely. Let me get in there with the lettuce. Cut a little root off there. If you guys want to do this, you can do this. If you want to put them on the side, fine. If you've got a plancha at home and you want to use that, groovy. Up to you. Bacon bits. I'm not trying to be stingy. I just made a lot, and I can't believe that.
Thanks, sir.
Little parm. You guys have like the parm wheel? Go for it. I just like that slightly larger petals, like I said.
You're getting a bite in this one, really. You're getting like you can have that full.
Yeah, it's not
This
just
is
like
a fork and knife.
Oh yeah,
Salad,
absolutely. As opposed to
not needing a knife.
oh, it was like as opposed to use your hands. So
No, but I mean.
we got that. I am going to do the dressing underneath the chicken. I am one of the biggest proponents of taking salad and making it super fattening. Because why not? Why not? I'm just going to do that. We got all of that loveliness like that. I'm going to go in here with this. Shoot, like this.
There we are. Oh.
Shoot, shoot, shoot-y-doo. And because I'm the worst wife, tax.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to quickly cut over to our fly cam it. We're going to fly cam. All right, there we have it. Let me get that gorgeous, pretty, beautiful shot.
You look like you're on like a Jumanji safari in your salad.
Cut over, cut over.
There we go.
Nice.
Beautiful. And there you have it, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the grilled chicken Caesar.
One of the grilled Caesar with chicken.
Grilled Caesar with chicken. Sorry, grilled Caesar with chicken.
And
The bloody cocktail.
maybe a glass of wine in a second. We'll see.
I'm just going to give that a taste. I want to taste that.
You give that a taste. I'm going to fetch myself one last breuvage.
I'm going to grab that. A knife here. With that, you want to make sure you grab a little bit of everything
Yeah,
in there.
you got to make the perfect bite, peeps.
Yeah.
It's the tray for content.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Get that. Ooh.
How is it?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Mm.
Experience is right here, so I might as well just have a little bit.
I mean, it's the bitterness of the chard
Mm-hmm.
matched with that real sweet romaine lettuce,
Mm-hmm.
matched with the garlicness.
Super garlic and
Yeah.
herb dressing.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really gorgeous salad.
Mhm.
And it would have only. Oh, I like that. To me, I like it. I do like it better on the
I do as well.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Danny D and Elle Diabloe at the end of last season decided that they were going to wait till this season to replace their barbecue. And it will be
There is no season.
now no barbecue. So, we'll see what opens when, and maybe if they're opening like the Club Piscine and Trevi type places, we can pop out and get a new barbecue.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to close this poll.
Close your poll.
There we are. Ladies and gentlemen, the poll is there.
Oh, thank you, Audrey Ivory. You make the best leeks. I still have dreams about your leeks. I mean, you make other really good stuff too, but I still have dreams of the leeks you made when we were up north.
I'm checking to see
What's going on?
anybody else has had some voting.
It's quite tasty, friends. Also, when the world resumes and we start having people over, like, you know, let us know what you want to make you for dinner. This is always an option.
Over right now, it looks like that our next week's theme will be the Breakfast Club. So I suggest this. And if you don't want to do it, you don't have to agree to it. But I think we should make breakfast.
I'm shocked.
I've been wanting to do breakfast for a while. It's my favorite.
Did you not notice that there was 3 movies with breakfast in the
Well, that was
title?
a funny joke.
That was a great joke.
But I also think that we have to dress as one of the characters.
Oh, yeah.
No. And I think if we go onto our YouTube channel, or if you comment on this video, comment on our Facebook page, you can send us a post on our Facebook page, or who do you think we should be? I know that probably because of the red hair, you probably lean towards going with
I
Molly.
hated being told I look like Molly.
But I almost would like to see you as the Alley Sheep.
Not as Ellie Sheedy, not as Judd Nelson.
Judd Nelson? Well, I've seen you as Judd Nelson. No sex fantasy.
We'll remember that.
Last thing here, I want to discuss one more. We have one more question. I totally forgot we had one more
Come
question.
on, throw up the last question. I mean,
Last question,
Put
ladies.
up the last question.
Why not? Let's go over the last question, ladies and gentlemen. Because we're talking about luxury lunch, and I love this. I find this is a beautiful luxury. Like, if you want to do a nice lunch for somebody that looks like you've kind of gone crazy, but as you can see through the steps, it's a really simple process. It's really easy to make. This is great. What is the most luxurious meal or food item you have ever eaten? Right now,
Like
especially
individual food item?
What?
Like
I said meal or
like
food
No,
item.
but I mean like...
A meal or a food item. Like right now, if you watch a lot of cooking TV shows or cooking videos on YouTube or what have you, there is a huge trend. There was the big trend of gold things.
Oh.
There was the big trend of black, like squid ink things. That, boom, the price is, you know, you get those $1,000 pizzas and $500 sundaes and things like
but
that.
some of that really offends my mouth.
I want that for one reason. I think there is the desire on more than, I think most of the population of the world wants to cook gold.
That is a fair statement.
I think it's a fair
But
thing.
I mean, there's certain things like, because we watch a lot of YouTube food stuff. Like truffle. I love truffle. Truffle is probably, as a food stuff, my favorite luxury food item. But I don't think it belongs on everything. You know, you go to certain burger places or whatever, and you can get like half a lobster on a burger with truffles and this, and I'm like, but why? Like lobster is one of those things personally that I think it alone is just perfect, so it doesn't need like cheese sauce or extra this or extra that. So sometimes with all of these very fancy, like the $1,000 sundae or whatever, like I'm kind of like.
So what's the most luxurious thing you can do?
I would argue that the most luxurious food on a plate that I've ever eaten was the breakfast that we had in Thailand. The truffle, it was like a poached egg on the most beautiful piece of bread with like a truffle cream sauce. It was, and like arugula rocket or whatever on it. It was so good.
Incredible, yeah.
And included.
Yeah,
and it happened to be included, which just made it that much better.
Yeah, no, that was an amazing meal. And it's funny because one of the most luxurious meals I've ever had is when we went to Vegas. We did by the Bellagio, by the fountains of the Bellagio, and it's beautiful. But there's also that thing of it's beautiful, but it's luxury at Vegas. And I always find there's also a thing about I understand Vegas could be a a crazy, beautiful, over the top place. But in my head, Vegas is still kind of
Old Vegas.
It's Vegas is a thing. It's not the most luck. It's like fancy Florida to me.
I disagree, just because of some of the restaurants that I've eaten at in Vegas.
Oh, and it's just a made up thing in my head and sort of a bias towards Texas in general. But
Texas.
I said Vegas in general. But you know, to me that was it was beautiful to sit by the fountains. Right
I
in front.
cannot believe you're using that knife to cut your salad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one day I'm hoping to be able to do it. I'm not a crazy. No. I'm not a super adventurous sushi eater because I get very weird in my mouth about certain things. But I would love to go to one of those like Michelin star style.
That was probably that's one of the other ones. There used to be a place when I lived in Vancouver, one of the top sushi restaurants. All the top sushi restaurants, the owners would have a small little tiny place that was basically their experimentation place.
Yes.
And you would go in and there would be no menu. There would be just what they decided to do that day. And certain people just knew about them. I had a buddy of mine who did, and we went down, and I think we had a $400 sushi meal between the two of us. But it was insane. It was some of the most crazy ingredients. It was beautiful. It was.
But it's funny. I think it's everybody. Everybody's different. You know, some people. I'm very happy to not drive a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or a really high-end car because I love spending an obscene amount of money on food.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's, you know, everything has got an opportunity cost, and I have no problem spending obscene amounts of money. And I'm not saying obscene like the $1,000 sundae or an $800 steak or whatever, because I still really like getting a good deal. But food, like, spend money on food if you have money to spend on food.
Let's see what people say. What do the people say?
Daniel!
Caviar pie.
That's an interesting, fantastic idea.
Oh, Daniel, I need to know about the
I made a
chessboard.
chessboard out of weaved bacon and shaved black truffle for squares. My God, the pieces were made out of sculpted lobster.
Oh my God,
and
of course you made that.
Oh my God, while singing opera naked. Oh my God, over on YouTube, there we are.
What do we got?
Probably a $50 chartreuse platter?
Charcuterie platter?
Charcuterie platter, I'm assuming, at the Vineyard in Napa. It was honestly worth it. It included stuff like truffles.
Yeah.
Truffles are a big one for people right now.
But people also really don't. I remember I was sitting around a table for, I was at a workshop, burlesque workshop. And again, I love Trader Joe's because we don't have Trader Joe's in Canada. So when I go to California, especially, I go a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And I had bought these. Trader Joe's has the most delicious Marcona almonds. Some are sea salt and rosemary, and some are truffle.
Yeah.
And I bought the truffle ones, and I was sitting around. I was so excited to like break them out, and we were in a brainstorming session or something. I opened up the bag, and somebody went, "What the hell is that smell?" And I was like, "But it's truffle." It didn't go over well at all. So
let's go back to the...
he was naked at the time. We knew you were.
You were naked. Of course you were, you gorgeous, sexy, beautiful
I
man.
miss you.
Ladies and gentlemen, an incredible salad. And salad, I always think I'm going to make salad on our cooking show, and it's totally worth it.
But it's worth it. But
This is an absolute, the food, the flavor of it. That chicken is done beautifully. It's still pink and tendery.
It's the beautiful melding of all of the flavors together and the textures and whatnot. It's really good. And again, if you guys have a barbecue, this is infinitely better on the barbecue. And it doesn't take a lot of time, and it impresses a lot of people, especially they go like, what? And then yum, which is always kind of, I think, what you want to do when people come over. Freak them out a little bit, and then feed them really tasty good food. So yeah.
Where are we at? Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we're over
ready
there.
to call it.
Ladies and gentlemen, so next week's episode will be the Breakfast Club episode. Stay tuned to see what that's all about.
We might even do a playlist.
We might even do a playlist.
We might
You
even
can
do a
listen
playlist.
along if you want. If you haven't, if you have an idea of who we should play, send it up in the comments. Put it over on the
Internet.
On the Facebook page. Send us a picture of your stuff over on Instagram. We'd love to hear it. See what you have. Hashtag Stir Crazy Santa Set.
Also, I keep promising this, but if I say it publicly enough, I will actually get around to doing it. I am in charge of the Instagram, and tomorrow I'm going to start doing that.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Galadriel Caress.
Thank you, Galadriel Caress.
Next week, Chef Dewey's back.
Chef Dewey's back with us
Chef
next
Dewey's
week.
back next week.
Yay.
He
was traveling internationally,
he was encased in I've been telling everybody he's encased in Jello, like Han Solo.
He fell into his Jello.
Audrey Ivory, like Princess Leia, has gone to rescue him.
Chisel him out of his Jello.
And by the time she's done with him, he'll be chewy. Ha ha! Boom! Ladies and gentlemen,
Well played.
thank you very much. I'm the Divine Danny D.
I am Elle Diabloe.
That has been Sanka Set. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much, guys.
Bye.
Stay safe.